Oh, what it would take to be a celebrity. Every move scrutinized until all of a sudden people think you've died and been replaced by a body double, or that you're a lizard person. From the Biebs to the much talked about Hiddleswift, stay tuned to see 10 of the craziest celebrity conspiracy theories right here on Listed. Larry Stylinson shippers have been intense since the early days of One Direction, but if you have no idea what Larry Stylinson is, here you go. Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson are a couple, and you might have to throw down with believers if you disagree. Larrys have analyzed every microsecond of every interview, video, and performance the two have done together, and you gotta admit, there's a lot of hand grazes and endearing looks. And while we could go on forever and ever with all of the instances of Larry proof, we also have to give you the facts. Louis Tomlinson has a son named Freddie with a woman named Brianna Jungwirth. It's said that the whole pregnancy was a setup to cover up Harry and Louis' relationship. He is also apparently still with his girlfriend Eleanor Calder, but the two haven't been talked about in months, so maybe Larry's are also right about Eleanor being Louis' beard? Who knows, y'all, but the passion behind these shippers is too real. The Kardashians first saw spouts of fame as O.J. Simpson's close friends, and when Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered, rumors started to swirl that Khloe Kardashian wasn't Robert Kardashian's biological daughter, and that perhaps O.J. Simpson and Kris Jenner had an affair during their friendship. Rumors started mainly because she just didn't look like her other sisters. But then in 2013, Rob Sr.'s wife alleged that before his death in 2003, he told her that Khloe wasn't his biological daughter. The rumor only continued to swirl because the 33-year-old looks different than the rest of her siblings. It even became a storyline in season 7 of their reality show when Khloe was considering taking a paternity test. But she told her mom, quote, "Seriously, my dad is Robert Kardashian. If you f***ed other people during the same time and you do not know, go on Maury." As you probably know, Beyonce has a younger sister named Solange. Beyonce is 36 and Solange is 31, only a 5-year age gap. However, some people say that Beyonce is actually several years older than she says due to some probably photoshopped birth records saying the singer was actually born in 1974. The theory is that Bey gave birth to Solange when she was 14 years old, but seeing as she was on the brink of celebrity status and very young, her parents Matt and Tina raised her as their own daughter, and thus she became Beyonce's sister. If you're anything like us, you also will never forget Britney Spears' 2007 meltdown, which included a 55-hour-long marriage, shaving her head, hitting a car with an umbrella, and ultimately losing custody of her children. But Brit did all of those things as a diversion, or at least that's the conspiracy. Some claim that she was being paid by the Bush administration to focus the public's attention on her rather than the dwindling approval rate of George W. Bush. For every controversial thing Bush did, there was an attention-grabby moment from Britney. Can't really picture her agreeing to lose custody of her kids just for some extra money, though. Avril Lavigne was everyone's favorite edgy pop star back in the early 2000s, but then apparently she died and was replaced by some girl named Melissa Vandella. A blog called Avril Está Morta, aka Avril is Dead, started the rumor in 2012, and it took off like crazy. They claimed that Avril started using a body double toward the start of her career because fame was getting to her. But when she apparently died, Melissa took over as the real Avril. Oh, the proof? There isn't much except analyzations of Avril's arm freckles and definitely not HD photos, and the fact that Avril used to be a bit of a tomboy and now she wears dresses. But this photo of the supposed Avril with Melissa written on her hand is a little weird, I guess. We all know Ariana Grande is magic, but this theory took it to the next level. When BuzzFeed producer Jesse McLaren pointed out just how difficult it was for a normal human to sit on a stool like Ariana Grande did for her My Everything cover, the internet ran away with it. Soon enough, everyone was trying it, and the photo in question was being dubbed a conspiracy. Could Ariana Grande sit like that? With so much extra space on the stool in front, with her ankles crossed, eyes closed, looking casual as ever? Or was it photoshopped? Even Ari herself retweeted Jesse and said, quote, "Next week on Mythbusters." Going back to body doubles, next up is the theory that Melania Trump has a fake version of herself that attends press events. It all started when Joe Vargas tweeted a video of Donald and Melania and claimed the woman in the video just wasn't Melania. As the internet does, the tweet went viral and many started to think he had a point. There was the press conference where Trump says he wishes Melania could be there with him while she was standing right beside him. Maybe she was the double, or maybe it's all a lie. Oh right, that's what a conspiracy is. If you thought body doubles were wild, wait till you hear about lizard people, specifically lizard Justin Bieber. This one is gonna knock your socks off, y'all. Hundreds of people, again hundreds, claim that they witnessed Justin shapeshift into a giant reptile person in an airport in Perth, Australia. What? A witness was quoted saying Justin, quote, was hanging around with this big guy, his bodyguard I guess, and we were just staring because he kept turning into a huge reptile. His bodyguard was pointing at us, shouting that he'd kick our teeth in if we didn't put our phones away. But what's weird is absolutely no video of the supposed incident was released, and the original article was swiftly deleted with the publication saying it was never even posted. Curious. But here's a clip of Justin Bieber blinking in court that supposedly resembles the way lizards blink.
Just changed. What? Boom.
Lorde busted onto the music scene with her hit Royals at only 16 years old. Or was she? Conspiracy theorists think not. At a pre-Grammys party, she was interviewed by Vanity Fair and said, quote, "Hi, I'm Ella and I'm actually 45. And then in an interview in 2014, when she was supposedly 18, Lorde was talking about the movie The Virgin Suicides and said, quote, "It really resonated with me as a teenager. I mean, I am still a teenager." And of course, it took off with many pointing out that she looked a lot older than she claimed and even acted wiser than most teens. But then the writing publication The Hairpin paid $17 to the New Zealand Department of Internal Affairs, and there you have it, folks. Date of birth, 7th of November, 1996, making her 21 years old. Last but not least, we have Hiddleswift, aka the ship name of Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston. So here goes. Immediately after breaking it off with Calvin Harris, the hopeless romantic started jet-setting around the world with actor Tom Hiddleston, with paparazzi around almost all the time. To some, that definitely seemed odd for Tay to do, and photos of the two were called out as being staged. But fans of the couple have pointed out why. Taylor was already being talked about in the aftermath of Calvin Harris, and Tom Hiddleston wasn't doing bad for himself at all either. Eventually, Tom addressed the rumors, saying that PDA was just a part of who he is. But ultimately, that was the nail in the coffin that was Hiddleswift. When they broke up, a source told Us Weekly, quote, "Tom wanted the relationship to be more public than she was comfortable with. Taylor knew the backlash that comes with public displays of affection, but Tom didn't listen to her concerns when she brought them up." So there you have it, folks. 10 of the most insane celebrity conspiracy theories out there. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these did you kind of believe? And which one is the craziest? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. After that, click over here to see part 1 of Crazy Celeb Conspiracies. Thanks so much for hanging with me here on Clevver News. I'm your host, David Gordy, and I'll see you guys next time.